Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to read you a story called Alone Like Me by Rebecca Evans.
Alone Like Me by Rebecca Evans. I want to make sure I only have one page there. Okay, so go on the page I'm on. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Thank you.
I used to go to school in the mountains of China, where I was born. But since we moved, my desk there is empty. My parents can't afford to pay for school here in the crowded city. Most days I go to work with Mama, but little girls don't belong in the sewing factory. Be quiet, no wiggling, they say. Sometimes Baba takes me to work, but the can factory isn't a place for little girls either. No running, they say.
You know you can't run in the factory because it's not safe.
What she's saying, honey, is that her parents are so poor they can't send her to school. And this is where her dad works, at the canning factory. It's no place for children, but she's stuck there all day.
Okay.
One day I go shopping with Mama. She holds my hand tight because little girls don't belong at the busy market. There are so many people. Baskets bursting with hot peppers, pools of fish, turtles, scorpions, and frogs, piles of steaming dumplings, puppies barking at bright birds in cages, and a girl in a yellow coat who smiles at me. Mama pulls me away before I can smile back. Hurry, Leeling, she says, we have lots to do. I look for the smiling girl everywhere, behind the spices that make my eyes water, by the barrels of sweet lychees, under the tables of rainbow fabric. She's gone. That evening, Baba takes me to Washan Park, where he gets home from work. Little girls always belong at the park, he says. Ni hao. I smile at the children, but they laugh at my old red coat and dirty shoes. Tibauzi, they call me. Little dirt bun. Aw, that's mean. I climb under the slide and pretend I'm a dragon with diamond scales. Dragons don't need new friends. This poor little girl. Back at our tiny apartment, I stand on the balcony and watch the big, busy city. Down between the tall buildings, thousands of teeny tiny cars and bicycles zip around and around on the streets, all full of people and more people. Something flashes below. Sunshine yellow. It's the smiling girl. She lives in a building next to mine. Ni hao, I call. Ni hao, she answers.
Quiet,
Yells our cranky neighbor, Mr. Zhao. Bedtime, calls Mama. The next day, I wait forever while the sewing machines clickety-clickety-click. Finally, it's time to go home. I run to our balcony. The girl is on her balcony, too. She smiles up at me. What's your name? I shout.
No yelling,
Hollers Mr. Zhao. Now, every night just before bed, the girl and I smile at each other from our balconies. I look for the girl when Mama takes me to the market, but she's not there. I beg Baba to take me to the park. The girl is not there either. The kids throw sand at me. Go back to your farm, Tubazi.
That's a hard word.
That is a hard word. I climb back into my hiding hole under the slide and pretend it's my secret dragon cave. Even dragons need a place to cry sometimes. I'm quiet as Baba and I walk home. Quiet as we eat dinner. Quiet as I climb into bed. If the smiling girl had been at the park, would she have played with me? And then I have a big idea. The next morning, I draw a picture of my old home and friends in the mountains. I write, Ni hao, I am Liling. I stick my note in a can and tie a string around the outside. That night, I lower it over the balcony into the girl's hands. See?
Yep.
And there's the girl in the yellow, and she's lowering the can to her with the message in it. The next day, I write a new note. Your yellow coat is pretty. It makes you look like a little yellow rice bird. From your friend, Liling. I lower the can again, and when I pull it back up, there's a new paper inside with a drawing. I am Kiki. I used to live on a mountain, too. It was covered in giant snowflakes, it says. Kiki and I start writing every day. In the morning, she goes with her Yee to help clean sidewalks. Kiki thinks it's funny that I call her a yellow bird. She calls me a red ginger flower. One day, Kiki writes a special letter that makes me happy. Dear best friend, tomorrow, Yee can take us both to the park. Can you come? Little bird Kiki. I run to ask Baba so I can write back right away. Dear little bird Kiki, Baba says I can come. But what if the other kids are mean? Red flower. Dear red flower, we can be fierce tigers and chomp their mean words. Little bird Kiki. Dear little bird Kiki, we can be mighty dragons roaring over the clouds, not afraid of anything. Red dragon flower. Today, I take a deep breath and squeeze Kiki's hand tight at the entrance to Washan Park. Remember, we are dragons, Kiki whispers, or tigers, I growl. And we are brave together. The end.
And that's it.
That's it. That's a nice story about making a new friend.
We'll see you all again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe.